So we're moving right into the next topic, the next category, which is rumor runners. So we're gonna ask Natty to take it from here, please.
All right, it's me again. So, guys, for our rumor runner tonight, I want you guys to just pause 20 seconds and I'm going to ask a question and I want you guys to respond in the chat on whether you heard it or not. So, right now, trending on Twitter with a couple thousand tweets and retweets, we have this thing with Miss Lady Saw or Miss Mariam Hall, whichever title you want to call her as. So recently, if you haven't heard, she came and she was having a little ceremony where she was talking and she mentioned a few dancehall artists. And she said, let me pull up the receipt. She basically said that the dancehall artists, and she called a few names including Spice, Jada Kingdom, Macadamon and Shensia, saying that they're on a race to hell, and she used the term that some of them not hot anymore. She used terms that persons were not in agreement with. With that being said, I'm going to ask 3 questions, and that seems to be the controversy with Miss Lady Saw right now. The 3 questions are: 1, do you think it was correct of Lady Saw to judge a dancehall artist considering her past? 2, do you agree with the statements made in regards to Spice, Shensia, and Jada Kingdom? And 3, do you think Mariam Hall's approach to the situation was correct? So, let me give you a little backstory too. A lot of persons are where the main concern was coming from is that she converted and she gave her life to God, you know? So people are saying that she should not be meddling in the worldly side of things and she should leave the dancehall artist alone because she was doing the same thing, and how she was speaking about the matter and her tone did not seem very godly or Christian. Like, it seemed very judgmental and very, as the word they use, worldly. Right? So guys, what are your thoughts?
If I may take the floor, because I have a lot of thoughts. My thoughts. Okay. Jay speaking. So my thoughts on that whole thing. I think that she's being hypocritical and unfair and judgmental. And if she has converted and she's a Christian. To me, her words are speaking from a place of darkness. I don't feel like as a Christian, you should even have those thoughts, much less feel comfortable speaking about people in such a way. You understand? As you can see on the screen, she said Spice is greedy and played out. Shenseea is beautiful but is nowhere. Jada is weak, and so on. And I feel like there are other ways to approach this also, right? Also, you must know, you have experience in the industry by speaking about these things. You're attracting some kind of drama, some kind of uproar, because you're not speaking against one person. You're speaking against 4, and these are 4 popular dancehall artists at that. So what was the end game? What was the point? What was the reason? If it's a situation where you felt like you wanted to share your religion with them, which they have the right to refuse because they don't have to believe in the religion you believe in, but if you wanted to, I'm sure you could have reached out on a private level. But what was the point? What was the outcome? What is it that you're trying to do? In another way, to me, it kind of seemed like, is she bad mind that she wasn't glowing up? Or like how them a glow up now, she never did glow up then? Why she feel the need for say all these things, and what's the end goal? What's the point? What you're going to achieve?
All right, what a lot of persons were saying, there are a lot of theories going around that 1, the 4 ladies right now have reached a point in their career where they're going with a lot of international artists. We have Spice with Love and Hip Hop on her Grammy nomination. We have Shenseea with her collab with Megan Thee Stallion called Lick. So persons are saying, in a sense, it's kind of a clickbait thing. The second one is that persons are saying that she's not grounded in the switch, like maybe she slowly wants to come back. 3, persons are saying that she's just looking out for them and she does not want them to make the same mistakes that she did. As Mrs. Hall or Lady Saw said that the level that dancehall is at, the women are stooping like so low and you don't have to show certain parts of your body, and it's like because of the quality of the music. I think she said Shenseea has talent, but her writers are terrible. So she's saying that because of the poor quality of the music, or the bars as we call them, they feel the need to become extremely sexual and extremely. We all know that the incident that happened with Spice and her outfit malfunction, all of that. So persons are saying that one, is it a bad mind? Two, she just looking out for them. Three, she trying to bring them with her on her Christian path. And four, she just attack her mind.
All right, we have 3 hands raised. So we're going to take Serena, then Janelle, and then Britannia. Go ahead, Serena.
All right, now get the chance to tap in. Let me say, as a Christian myself, I live in this world, right? And things are happening in this world that will draw your attention. For her to do something like this on social media, yes, one question wrong, one sure wrong. If she did invite the people them out to say yes, she got to make them join her religion, and give them an invite, something. She rang that way. But guess what? For the second point of her calling out these women and what and not, and them arrest the hell, yes, but I never fair point for case to say that right there. So she come out, she says Spice is greedy and played out. I can't tell when last I listened to a Spice song for real. I follow up with Jada Kingdom, I follow up with Shenseea, because Jada Kingdom sings some song, motivational, some are song them sexual, yes, but you have some motivational song, but she real, and she push you out. No, I'm sure every single person in Jamaica is supposed to hear about Lick, because it just come out on Friday here. And yeah, look, for anticipate the song is, I can tell you it's plain foolishness, and it is not even about what she has sing about, because when Aisha and they drop Equal Rights, it never so bad. I mean, people did that lick out, but the song itself never so bad. The only thing with Shenseea song now, it have good graphics, but it not gone nowhere. It really not gone nowhere. And I mean, I can't tell us when I hear about Aisha. You know, so if you're trending, if you're out there, I love artists like Megan Thee Stallion, you know, these are black women that empower and then push a culture and then push certain type of culture. So and I get a follow up after it, and I'm saying, yeah, living in this world, I gotta hear certain things, I gotta look at certain things. When I just hear the first track I Lick, because I was following up with this song, when Lick just dropped, I was like, I really want this. When I hear the little section was essentially put up, me and say, I hope this is the worst part of the song. I should just publish it now. My only for now, so the worst was yet to come. And so I think her words are true somewhat. I think some of these artists are forgotten. I don't see what the rave is. I see Spice for a couple weeks in Alpha Train. I mean, a couple weeks, because I go to church in New Kingston. Some other pastor. But it yeah, as I say, it really played out. So, but yeah, that is it from my end until someone brings up something else.
All right, go ahead, Janelle. Thank you so much for sharing, Serena.
All right, so I disagree with some of what Serena just said, but I understand. For Aishana did take some time out from music, so she's not really doing anything right now. But one thing me want to bring up first, listen, ladies must not come over Dancehall come to about the people them, because guess what? She used to go on with fear rant herself some dirty song where she used to come and talk about people underneath and whatever. Me don't expect she to come over Dancehall. If you're a Christian and you're a true Christian, yes, there are things that will draw your attention. But stay in your lane over the Christian path, contact the people them privately and say to them, say, listen, boy, send them an email, because more than likely probably some of them share them a talk or whatever. But you send them some private message or get a message to their manager or something. But don't come over here and come cast judgment, because people could have did cast judgment on you and they didn't. Them leave you alone. Stay over your lane. If you're bored and you're tired of Christianity, then since you're not being fulfilled over there, then you take your way back in. But this is not the way to put yourself back into dancehall. I don't agree with how she'd go about doing whatever she's doing. And me just think say she does wrong all over for me. Yes, liquor wasn't what we Jamaicans want, but you see overseas, make a bag of riff over there, and TikTok and whatever. At the end of the day, Shensia will always make her money, and that's what she's about. Spice are the same thing. Spice sings songs. So persons are saying that she don't. Yes, she does. She does sing songs, but guess what? They don't connect to the Jamaican audience, and that's just the fact. It doesn't connect to us because that's not what we want to hear. Just like even with Leak, yes, people that expect a bag of lyrics out of, but if you even not follow Sean Paul, when you realize that Sean Paul don't really sing a lot of hits, if most time songs are just basic, but guess what? Because of the collaborations that he does, that is why he's so world renowned and everything overseas. No, even with Jada suffers from mental issues and whatever. But she's not a weak person. To me, she is a strong person. She come from far, even though I not agree with a little her outbursts what they, but it's just them. But Lady Star must not come over the people over dancer with the foolishness. She need to keep her stay in her lane over the Christian world, because over there, so she says she want to be, so stay over there. Don't come over in a dancehall with all of them something, because when you sing about you're underneath, and when you sing about people underneath and all of them something, nobody never attack about this and that time. No, yes, people that talk about you, and even you used to talk about your own self. So at the end of the day, don't come and cast a judgment, because if people did want to judge, they would have judged you. They would have come and judge you. So don't come over here with it, lady. Stay over your lane, over the Christian world.
All right. Janelle, thank you so much for sharing. Before we move on to the next 5 persons with their hand raised, just a few things from the comment section. Sandy said, question 1, the Bible said, thou shalt not judge. 2, why do it on social media? Another person said, Lady Star shouldn't be concerned about what is happening in dancehall because she's not a part of it anymore. Exactly. And why did she choose these women? Another person said, in my opinion, she should leave it alone, and this is something I don't like about these Christians, some of them. They judge people too much. She's a Christian, a woman of God. However, she was once a woman of that type of lifestyle. Is she aware that her songs still play? She sung about the same stuff, so her comments were simply crude. And another comment that we see here, she's casting stones, but those words don't seem Christians to me. So she has a valid point, but she uses the wrong approach. Some persons disagree. Mind Christian business and love dance all alone. Talk truth, not gonna lie, loving the vibe. Which outburst Jada do? Jada said she's a lesbian.
Yeah, guys.
There's a room in my house reserved for Jesus. I thought Jada was bi. So the comment section, the chat is going on with some stuff. The next person that was in line, their hand raised, was Britannia. So Britannia, go ahead.
Guys, before we continue, guys, one moment. Before we continue, I want us to take into consideration the nature of dancehall and what dancehall music coming from, along with where dancehall music is now. The type of lyrics that are normally used in dancehall and stage shows and all of that. I want you guys to take that in consideration as well.
So my point of view on that is that based on what everyone has said, which is somewhat true, but to me, I think that she is just the way she has spoken was not Christian-like at all. Because, I mean, even if you believe that, okay, what they're doing is wrong and they're singing songs that are not right, it's not Christian-like, I mean, you used to do the same thing. And then the thing about it is not, like she said, okay, the song that they're doing are not Christian-like, or the song they're doing is wrong. She's basically disregarding their talents. That's what she's doing now. She's disregarding their talent, basically stating that, oh, sight is greedy, da da da. But then when I think about it now, times are increasing, dancehall is increasing and it's becoming more popular. People have to go, they're not going to stay on the same level forever. When she transitioned from dancehall to her Christianity and her Christian music, it is like her growing and going to a different level of her life. she has to expect that these artists are going to have to grow, right? She has to expect that these artists have to grow. They can't just look for someone as a Christian, as a real Christian. Think about it, as a real Christian. Even if you think that, keep it to yourself. Talk about it in your home. You're gonna come on social media where persons are able to see this and basically class the people them as if they're nothing. You don't come and say, okay, all right, I'm gonna talk to this person. So you know, some feel like, okay, you must do this and you must do that, and the music are kind of raw and stuff like that. I know that I have done it before, but based on my newfound knowledge on Christianity, I believe this and that. She basically outright come out in the public eye and basically disregard the talent. So I think that was very wrong of her to disregard the person's talent just because of the fact. And I think that the reason why she did it is because of the fact that they are dancehall female artists. They're top dancehall female artists. She don't talk about other female artists. Are turning top page talk about top female dancehall artists. But why is that so?
Thank you so much for sharing, Britannia. You finished?
No problem. Yes, I'm finished.
All right, the next person with their hand raised would be Cooley, and then we'll take Serena. After Serena is Dalvin, and then Robinson.
All right, so night again, everybody. I'm just looking at it from where dancehall was to where it is now. And what Lady Saw did, I don't really agree with her. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own set values and their own opinions. And as for Shensia, she made her song. She knew it wasn't going to be okay with everybody out there, but she targeted a specific audience, just like Jada Kingdom and all the other artists out there that do dancehall. They target their specific crowd, their specific audience. Whoever doesn't like it, they just have to live with it. If they don't want to listen to it, they move on with life. For who want to listen to it and for who like it, that's up to them. But Lady Saw, she sang about the same things, she did the same things, and right now she just coming back out. She missed the hype and she missed the life of the dancehall vibe, and she just wants to be back in the limelight again. So she's here now, and she wants the little drama and the mix-up. So she's here now. There's nothing we can do about that, but everybody has their own opinion and their own thoughts. So
thank you so much for sharing. Dalvin, go ahead.
Good night, everyone. My views on this is that it's just a woman trying to hold down another woman and block another woman's success, because if she really and truly was thinking about this from an, let's say, ethical and religious point of view and wanted to give them advice, she could have simply sent them a message, right? She didn't have to broadcast it on social media for fame and hype. It goes against her religious beliefs, and I think she knows that. As I said, it's just a woman trying to hold down another woman, and I don't understand why that seems to be a thing among women in society, because how often do you see men having beef like this unless it's in songs, right? So yeah, that's my views on it.
Thank you so much for sharing. Serena, are you ready for us now? All right, we'll go to Robinson until Serena is ready, and then after Robinson, Gail,
Hi.
Serena is still not ready.
Good night. Alright, so my view on this is I don't necessarily agree with what Marion did or said, or the approach she took, but at the same time, what was she trying to achieve doing all that? That's what we should really consider. I think that even though her words doesn't match exactly what she did, she probably still had a good reason for doing it. Probably she do want to bring some light to it, but him have to talk in their own language for them understand what she actually mean or whatever. So that's my view on it.
Thank you so much for sharing, Robinson. Could I ask how you pronounce your first name? I'm curious.
My first name is pronounced Olajuwon.
One more time?
Olajuwon, but you can call me Jerry.
All right, Jerry.
That's
Nice to
sweet.
meet you, Jerry. Pleasure. The next person will be Gail. But before you go, Gail, I just want to let you know there's a screenshot on the screen from JamaicaStar.com, right? it speaks to Lady Star. Minister Marion Hall, the woman who as Lady Star pioneered slackness among females in the dancehall space, has delivered a stinging rebuke of Spice and Shensia's approach to music. All right, so just letting you know that's on the screen. And a disclaimer for other members, Sheniel Gale is actually visually impaired, hence I was letting her know what is currently being displayed. You can
All right,
go
are
ahead.
you hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing
Hear me
you.
now? All right, so my take on it. And I am a Christian as well, so you can see where I'm coming from. I don't really I don't see what she was trying to achieve from this, because if it is that she used to be in that position, right? And she saw where she was heading into danger, and she did a quick U-turn and came out of it, and all right, they saved. She got saved. This is not the way to go about it. Trying to get somebody, trying to convince somebody that, hey, come out of the danger, come into the light with me. This is not the way to go about it. This is just like a pastor, somebody in his church get pregnant, some mishap happen and they get pregnant before marriage, and then him going put them out in front of the whole church and disgrace the person, and that is not right. We are not supposed to be judging and condemning persons. If it's that you see that they might going off the road a bit or so, you go to them one away or so, because she used to be in that type of work, and I'm sure she have different links, and so I'm sure she can get their contacts and sit down with them one away and say, all right, here what you're doing, this is what used to happen to me, possibly share her testimony with them or whatsoever. But I'm not even sure how 100% saved she is, because I don't think that this was the proper way to go about it. Because when you approach somebody like this, forcefully and disgracing like this, you think them going to take your words for it and change? It's them not going to do it. If you come to me and beat me down, say me this and me that, me not gonna change. As a matter of fact, me go want war with you. Me not going to want to do what you're saying. So I don't even know what she was trying to achieve by doing this. If it was just some sort of publicity or something. I don't know if it was some sort of publicity stunt or something, but I'm watching to see what else is going to come out of it. Hopefully she will come out and say what her intentions were.
Thank you, Sheniel, for sharing. So we're going to take from Kule and then Nati, and then we'll move on to the third category. Go ahead, Kule.
All right, so putting everything aside, right, and looking at it from a different point of view, as women, we are all out here and we're demanding respect from men, right? We're all out here and we're fighting and we're demanding the respect from men. But you have these influential women dragging each other down, fighting with each other on social media. How does that portray us to the men that we're trying to demand respect from? It's going to make us look like we're nothing, and they can continue treating us anyway because we allow each other to treat us that way. So that's what I don't understand. And they're big on feminism and all of this and all of that, but they're still the same ones bringing each other down.
Thank you so much. Before you go, Nati, let me just see what's happening in the chat here. All right, so I see that we have in the chat that I don't know whichever way she get vexed, because I not expect that, but to each his own. It all comes down to the fact that she did not voice her thoughts in the right way. There is a time and place for everything under the sun. Yes, it's not what was said, more of how it was said. And why is reprimanding them now? Why is she reprimanding them now? There is so much to this. Clearly they have something she wants, exactly what the other woman in dancehall. What about the other woman in dancehall? And what about the male artists? Why didn't she talk about them? Good question. In all honesty, he spoke straight facts. Men do not bring each other down the way females do, especially black females. It's just weird to me. As a Christian, she should pray for them rather than judging them publicly. Precisely. No love in her message. Right? All right, guys. So, Natty, you can go ahead.
It's not more of like what she said was the issue. It was more of how she said it. It came off as aggressive, and it's in humans' nature. Once we feel attacked, they are not going to have that welcoming feeling to welcome whatever message she was trying to give off or like that. All of us can probably speak for it that if nobody ever come to us in a way where they come off aggressive or like they're trying to belittle you or judge you, we automatically put our walls up. So, and we as Jamaican, we don't like people judge you, especially if you're the person that used to do the same thing. You know, the saying Patakos Kekel say black? Yeah, it's the same situation here. So Miss Hall used to do way worse. Because as she was the queen of dancehall back in those times, and she used to be worse. That's the reason why she was banned from some fest, because her behavior was, can't even go into detail with that. So I don't know what she was trying to get at, honestly, because I don't think that was the approach, especially of her coming from a Christian perspective. I get where she was hopefully trying to go with that message, but it was just the wrong time. And see, no, she have Spice make video about her in her live. She have Shentia slapping back. So she's supposed to know how dancehall stay. I don't understand why she trying to change that culture, one. And two, I never heard no male's name get called. None of the males in dancehall sing about things that actually, to me, not saying that over-sexualizing is not affecting us, but they're singing about a lot of things in the male aspect of dancehall: killing, drugs, sex, everything they're talking about in the male aspect of dancehall. So why were none of those mentioned? Why it is the female specifically that getting attacked? Female dancehall is, as most part, always been about over-sexualizing female. They know they did get themselves, you know. That's how their career is based, you know. When we hear dancehall for female, that's what comes to our mind. So I don't know, honestly. As I say, right, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she had the right intention. She just did not know how to express it.
All right, guys.